Reverend Williams, I've heard you in the past advocate for cremation. Why? My brother or my sister, whoever submitted that question, that is an excellent question. My brothers and sisters of Providence and our guests all around the world, God bless you, and welcome to another installment of Ask Pastor Williams Anything. This week's question is a great one. The question reads, Reverend Williams, I've heard you in the past advocate for cremation. Why? My brother or my sister, whoever submitted that question, that is an excellent question. Well, there's several reasons why I advocate for cremation. Number one is cost. Too many times I have sat in funeral homes with families or loved ones who are thinking about giving mom or giving dad or giving brother or giving sister the best homegoing possible, but they just don't have the resources that come with burial. The resources that come with burial are caring for the body, embalming the body, purchasing a casket, purchasing a plot in a cemetery, and then paying the cemetery to open the plot and then close the plot. There are some serious expenses that are related with burial. Now hear me clearly. If you or a loved one has already made your plans for burial and that is what you want, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Theologically, what happens with your body after you go on to heaven, absent from the body, is to be present with the Lord. So we're not really concerned about that. But if it is going to be a cost challenge for the family, then I advocate for families, you can go ahead with cremation because mom or dad are not in that grave. They're home with the Lord, and more importantly, their spirit is in your spirit. The second reason that I kind of advocate for cremation is that understanding that we don't have to hold on to flesh and bone anymore. The New Jerusalem brings about a new body. It brings about a new understanding of what it means to be in eternity with God. Old things pass away, all things become new. And in that newness, there comes an idea that you and I have to let go of the body and focus in on the spirit. You see, the things of this world push us to the flesh and the earthly things and the things that we can touch and the tangible. But our whole life as Christians is to let go of that, to let go of the things of this world and to start to focus more on the things above this world. And in so doing, we really have to get in touch with the spiritual realm and the celestial realm. And in so doing, to understand that our deceased loved ones are with us in the spirit, though they are no longer with us in the flesh. And the final reason has to do with our idea and understanding of the cemetery. The cemetery, as you and I understand it, is a final resting place. It is a place where you and I can go and commune with our loved one. And I love that idea. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what you must understand is that a final resting place is heaven, not a casket. A final resting place is with Jesus, not with other bones in a cemetery. And I know that's a shift for many of us to make. And I understand the idea of having a place to go and commune with the spirit of our loved one. And I honor that. And if that is your desire or was the desire of your loved one, absolutely. I have supported it and will continue to support it. But let us theologically understand that our final resting place is a place where we won't be asleep. It's a place where we won't be dead. Our final resting place is a place where we will be alive in the throne room with God, in worship and in praise of our great God and in service to this great Jesus who gave his life that we might have life. And in so doing, we don't need this final resting place down here on earth because we in our hearts understand that there's truly a final resting place in heaven. But let me be clear. Though I have advocated for cremation for families who either couldn't afford it or had theological understandings that were different, I support whatever decision a given person decides to make. It is your own personal decision if you decide to be cremated or you decide to be buried. And if you decide to be buried, we'll be out there at the cemetery. And if you decide to be cremated, then we will do a committal service right there in the church. Either way, we're going to be preaching Jesus over your life because you won't be dead. You will be living with Jesus forever. What a great question. My brothers and sisters, please keep the questions coming because you can always ask Pastor Williams anything. This is Pastor Williams from Providence Missionary Baptist Church. I love you and God bless you.